here, bitch.
Stop.
Come here. You know, Jordan.
Yeah, you got put to the ground, bitch.
Today, there are no winners in this fight as both bachelors get bounced out of paradise. Big Mike breaks it all down.
I had my tequila, and I was just, just watching it play out.
And Ceaser and Sky are here to dish on the season premiere of Black Ink Crew.
He's promoting your business while he's not promoting his own business. Seems like it's benefiting you more than it's benefiting him.
This is your reality check.
I'm about to have a mother laugh.
That's right, we are about to have a you-know-what blast, because this is Reality Check, and I'm your host, Lyndsey Rodrigues. Welcome to the show, everybody. Today, I am joined by two of the stars of VH1's hit reality show, Black Ink Crew New York, Ceaser Emanuel and Sky Days. Welcome.
Hey, how you for having us.
It is great to meet the two of you, and I'm really excited to talk about the new season a little bit. Yes. Right. I mean, the first episode alone was incredible, so we're going to get into that a little bit later on in the show. Also, later in the show, as promised, we're going to have Big Mike back to talk all about last night's crazy episode of Bachelor in Paradise, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Right now, Sky, Ceaser, it is time to break down our top 5. And at number 5, we are starting on a bittersweet note as Nate Berkus is paying tribute to his late partner on what would have been his 54th birthday. The TV host lost his longtime love, Argentinian photographer Fernando, in the 2004 Asian tsunami, which claimed the lives of more than 230,000 people. The couple were on vacation when the natural disaster occurred and were swept out of their beachfront hut by the force of the wave. And on his Instagram tribute, Nate added that this month Fernando's photography is donating 10% of the proceeds from the sale of each woven photograph to the Tsunami Relief Fund via Global Giving. Now, Sky, I saw on Instagram on July 23rd, no less, my birthday.
Wow, happy belated.
Thank you. That you were looking for nursing homes and women's shelters that you could donate to or volunteer your time to. So what are some other charitable causes that the two of you are very passionate about?
Definitely Make-A-Wish for kids. My godson, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, before his last days, they provided him with an all-inclusive vacation to Bahamas, and he was just able to swim with dolphins and just do things that he wouldn't have been able to do before his passing. So Make-A-Wish Foundation is a big, big.
That's a good one for sure. And Ceaser, how about?
I mean, I've been giving to charity since I got on TV, but I've started the Black Ink Cares, and my first thing was to help women of domestic violence. They're giving them makeovers and stuff, and we've been doing like give backs, like a coat drive, turkey drive, book bag drives. Like, we do stuff for the community and whatnot. I have support basketball team. So Black Ink Care is like something for the neighborhood, stuff that I wish when I was a kid people did.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much to both of you for using your platform to do so much good work. So thank you. We appreciate you.
That, Lindsey.
At number 4, Northwest is apparently a very protective big sister, because in an Instagram slideshow posted by Kim Kardashian this morning, the 6-year-old can be seen holding her baby brother Sam, and as the slideshow progresses, North becomes increasingly warier of Saint, and then things get hilariously heated when North and Saint exchange adorably menacing expressions as baby Sam obliviously peers into the camera. So, are you guys fans of the Kardashians?
OMG, I love them.
Yeah.
I love them. I love all the children. Like,
they make cute babies.
What do they? True, Stormy, like all of them are just amazing. I know I'm missing somebody, but the whole family is just beautiful.
Adorable, right?
You
I love
can't
them.
be on reality TV and not love the Kardashians. Like,
Right, even if you hate them, you love them.
You love, right, exactly.
They are the blueprint of reality TV right now.
Period, Pooh.
Period.
They're the royalty, right?
Exactly.
At number 3, actress Amber Childers is speaking out about her children with ex-husband Randall Emmett, because on Monday, Amber posted an Instagram story addressing Randall's fiancée, Vanderpump Rules star Lala Kent, after Lala posted snaps of Randall and Amber's daughters playing, relaxing poolside and working out. In the video, Amber says, "I appreciate your love toward my children, but until you're officially their stepmother, please refrain from posting my children on social media." Now, Ceaser, you're a dad, so how would you feel if, your ex's new partner was posting pictures of your child on social media?
That cannot happen. No, cannot happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. It's my child.
Right.
And I don't want you. You have your child, I have mine. If you want to walk around, take pictures of your child, put it on social media, that's all on you. But that's mine.
Right.
So technically, no, I just don't think it's cool. But they are kind of getting married, so you know, you kind of got to let go. But if it's just a regular boyfriend, no, it's not happening.
So has this happened to you?
Oh, no, never will it happen. No,
Okay.
no, Crystal knows better. That's
Okay,
not happening.
good. And also with Randall's kids, they're very young, so you've got to very much protect their privacy and their safety. So
Yeah.
I see where his ex is coming
There's
from.
crazy
for sure.
people out there, you know.
So that is the truth. Number 2, more Kardashian news. Khloe Kardashian is not entertaining criticism when it comes to her relationship with her daughter, True. The mom is speaking out against the haters who accused her of using her child as an accessory after one Instagram user commented under a photo of the two, "You do know that your baby isn't an accessory, right?" Khloe responded, "I am her mother and we will celebrate life together every day." Now, Sky, how do you deal with internet trolls and people thinking they can comment on your life? Do you ever engage with them or do you just ignore it?
I mean, I might call up my peoples and put that shit in the group chat and look at this bum ass girl, like all in my thing. But I'm not getting ready to go back and forth on social media with nobody. I just look at with the Virgo queen mother Beyonce.
Yeah.
And I just be like, what would Beyonce do? She not up there doing all that, and I just go get some money.
There you go.
Go make some more money.
At the end of the day, you have better things to do than be talking to these people.
Big facts.
Yes. And at number 1, over the weekend, Lisa Rinna helped her youngest daughter, Amelia, move into her New York apartment. She captioned a photo of the 18-year-old, and just like that, they take flight. #collegebound. Amelia will be studying nutrition, wellness, and psychology. So, Caesar, are you looking forward to the day that your daughter goes to college, or are you dreading it?
So pretty.
I'm dreading it.
Yeah?
I'm dreading because, you know, that day that you actually put them off to college is when you really turn old. Like, you really notice, like, oh, God, college, then you're going to get married, then you're going to be a grandparent. Like, oh, man, that feels like a midlife crisis right there.
Oh, I feel like a midlife crisis, and I don't even have kids.
Exactly.
So I'm with you. With you. All right, why don't we get into your show now? Let's talk about Black Ink Crew, because the new season began last week. And Caesar, I think a lot of people maybe were surprised that you gave half ownership to Puma, although you were able to resolve your conflicts. However, Kwani, his wife, is still very upset with you, and that spilled over at your birthday party. Let's have a look at that.
Woo.
I honestly don't trust you.
Kwani, I gave him half of the shop.
He's promoting your business while he's not promoting his own business.
We just took over Harlem.
Here you go with the king of Harlem again. Since you're not the king of Harlem, get over it. Let's go. I'm over it.
So are you hopeful that the two of you will be able to find peace where that you and Puma were able to be, or do you think that that relationship is severed forever?
Gotta be politically correct on this one.
You don't really. I mean, this is reality check. You can be real.
Okay, so let's be real. We would be good when Puma divorces her, because I don't understand what her problem is. You know, like at the end of the day, yeah, me and my brother got into it. I understand you his wife and you're supposed to protect your husband, but I am showing everything I can to prove to y'all that I'm not that same person. I was immature and, how can you talk? Stubborn. Yes, I was
Still
very.
are that.
You think so? Well, I was a little stubborn back then.
Okay.
And, you know, I'm trying to rectify the situation.
Right.
Now, by me giving him half of 1/13, that is a big, big commitment.
Yeah.
To trying to get back together.
Of course.
And she can't see that.
For real.
Maybe Puma need to divorce her. I'm just saying, though.
Do you think
the
they will
big
get divorced, or
extreme.
do you think they'll last?
I mean, I don't
gonna
know.
last forever.
I'm hoping
You think they'll last forever?
Yes.
Okay. I
She's
mean,
the
obviously,
optimist.
like, we hope that no one
I
gets divorced.
don't want no one to get divorced, but, you know, I just want her to stop hating me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, fingers crossed for that. And then Sky, this season started off on definitely a very emotional note for you, as you had a little bit of a confrontation with your son Des. So let's have a look at that.
With these kids be with me, and that's why I be backing up from that. It's not no fairy tale the way everybody thought it was going to be. The way I thought it was going to be, it's not a fairy tale, and nobody get that.
Well, first of all, I'm so sorry that you had to go through this. What was going through your mind when that confrontation started to get a little bit heated?
I was sad off the rip. I'm sad. Nobody want to fight with their children, and especially under the circumstances that we in now. And now we got cameras in front of our face. We was this whole adoption thing was just to bring a light to it, to start a conversation, not to break up a home or do anything of the such. So, like, to see where it's at and where we are at, it's always going to be love. I love my boys. I love both of them dearly.
Good.
And I know, I've tried everything, and I'm thankful, and I'll always be here. But sometimes you got to just step back.
Well, I know that's really hard, and I know that, Ceaser, you've played a big role in trying to help Sky mend her relationship with her older son, Genesis. So have you tried to speak to Des and make him see a little bit of sense? And also, how does it affect you watching someone that you love so much go through this?
Watching that, it really bothered me because I know what Sky went through and how much it really took her to really take the initiative to go find those boys, to try to get in their lives, try to even set them on the right path because she seen them going down the wrong path.
Right.
And I had to talk to her a couple of times. Like they young boys. I've been through that situation. I've done stuff like that. I've done stole from my uncles.
Right.
I've done stole from my mother. And until you're able to mature sometimes and actually take claim for what you did, them boys is just, they're young right now and they're immature. Sooner or later, I hope to God that the whole family gets together and they can understand, like, mistakes in the past are mistakes in the past on both sides.
And they're lucky they have a mom that obviously really loves them.
Exactly.
So how is the relationship currently?
Currently, it's a strain. We're at a strain. But like I said, the love will never change. It's unconditional.
Yeah.
My sons are adults now, and if they have to go through something to come back and figure it out. And I went through it with my mom.
Right.
Everybody had different circumstances. So I just hope that we come back and regroup at some time. And they always in my prayers. I love them.
Of course. And look, I have to say, like, you speak very openly about your past and your struggles. And look at you now. You're an incredible, successful businesswoman. So
thank you.
Congratulations on breaking the cycle. And what can we look forward to the most about this season?
Man, it's going to be so much. I don't even know where to start. And I can't even say a lot because I'll get in trouble.
Okay.
But, we got a lot of new faces.
Yeah.
I got to get to know them, feel them out, make sure they're not thieves. I feel like everybody's still until I find them. You know what I mean? And, just have my brother's back, get her little secret boutique going and popping more. Black and Crew is the
It really is. And then, Ceaser, I got to ask you, buddy, because you had quite the blowout birthday bash. It looked amazing. Thanks for the invite, by the way. But no one can seem to agree on how old you are. So, dude, come on. Are you 40 or are you 50?
They calling you 50 now?
I know they call me 50 because of Ted, man. Listen, I've just turned 40. No one really believed me. I'm the big 40.
Well, you don't look a day over 25.
Aww.
Thank you.
You are welcome. It was such an honor and a pleasure meeting both of you. I think you're an inspiration to the community of Harlem and just to people out there who are trying to, make the best out of their lives and do well in business and in everything. Again, thank you for using your platform for good, and we're very excited for the rest of the season. It looks like a good one.
Thank you.
So everyone, please make sure you are watching Black Ink Crew. That is on Wednesdays on VH1. We're going to take a very short break, but when we come back, we're going to have Big Mike Johnson on the line to give us a scoop on last night's episode of Bachelor in Paradise. That fight, it got real. Watch.
I know he's don't touch my he's a good friend.
What's happening? What's happening?
Oh my God.
Hey guys, welcome back to Reality Check. I am still joined by Mike Johnson from Bachelor in Paradise, and now it is time to talk all about last night's episode because we saw the fallout of that huge fight between Christian and Jordan that ultimately had both men sent home. Watch this.
What are you doing, Jordan?
Wait. Who does this guy? Guys, stop. They're like actually fighting. Oh my God, they're fighting.
Oh my gosh! What's up? What's up?
Wait, why is Jordan fighting?
Mommy, don't do that. What's up?
So Mike, what was it like on the island after that news was relayed? Did it sort of take you all a moment to recalibrate and get back into the swing of things?
Yeah, I think that watching Jordan and Christian have that fight took us all aback a little bit and, make sure that we're mature about going forward and that we want the right thing. We want a real relationship. And so I think all of us were just taken back a little bit, but we bounced back. We probably had a shot of tequila and just bounced back after that situation. And we
Okay.
were kind of all, well, at least me, I was happy for Clay.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, he's such a sweet guy, and obviously it affected Nicole, so it affected him. Do you think it was fair that both Christian and Jordan got sent home? Was that the right decision to make?
That was 100% the right decision to make. I mean, the number one thing that I feel, and the rest of my Bachelor cast alum, is that the show does a really good job of making sure our safety is first. And there is a zero tolerance policy for physical altercations. And so if they didn't send both of them home, then that would be something to make us as cast members, have trust issues. But they did the right thing by sending Christian and Jordan both home.
Yeah, and also sets the precedent that this will not be tolerated.
Correct.
So hopefully no one else
Correct.
will get into a similar situation. So then
Correct.
let's move on to the rose ceremony, because you got Sydney's rose. That was really cool. What is it that you're most drawn to about Sydney? I mean, obviously she's beautiful, but what else?
Yes. When you're around Sydney, she doesn't even have to say it. You literally can just feel her presence. You can feel her loyalty. You can feel what she cares about near and dear to her heart. And I just love her core values. I say core values, that's just a term we use in the Air Force. And the core values that Sydney has are things that I look for in a partner.
Now, I also want to talk about the moment when Cam told Onyeka that you said that she wasn't your type, and then we ultimately saw her decide to go home. Let's see how that played out.
We were at the table. It was me, Mike, and Christina. And when your name did come up, Mike's like, she's got a really cool vibe, but she's not really my type.
I just feel like I've been passed by every person here.
Okay, so I have to ask, how accurate were Cam's comments, and do you feel that her hearing those words prompted her to leave Paradise, or was there just other stuff going on for her?
So I didn't have the opportunity to speak with Onyeka. First off, Kim with saying that Onyeka is not my type, that's fake news. I think that Onyeka has a beautiful smile and her skin is flawless. And so I never told that to Onyeka, so I don't know where Kim got that from. I think that what Onyeka did by leaving was, I applaud her for it. The reason that we're here in Paradise is to find a relationship. And so if she felt that she wasn't going to find her relationship, then she wasn't going to waste her time anymore. And I applaud her for her decision to leave Paradise. JPJ is a spirit animal, I will say it, but the guy really does have so much intellect behind his hair.
And then let's talk about Christina as well, because so she saved Blake with her rose, and your reaction was exactly the same as mine. I think we said it at the same time, and that was, what the beep? So what do you think her motives were? I wasn't sure if it was like a revenge thing or if it really is just like a friendship rose. What's your take?
I mean, when it happened, my reaction, I think that Christina just wants to make a rational decision and doesn't want to make a decision while being emotional. And so now Blake and Christina have time to truly talk it out and see what is taking place and if they want a relationship in the future. And so I think that she kept Blake there simply to, see beyond the drama and see if they could really have a thing.
Okay, all right. But I mean, on the topic of friendship roses, what is your opinion on that? Do you think it's fair, or should you only be giving them out to people that you feel a genuine romantic connection with?
Yeah, straight up, when you ask me that question, I can only speak for myself, and I don't want to take a rose, nor do I want to give a rose, unless I feel like I can have a romantic connection with you.
Yeah. I can see how it might be frustrating to see other people not playing by those rules. Let's talk about JPJ and Tayshia, because they're a bit of a surprising couple to a lot of people, but in the best way possible. So look how excited you are about them. So in your opinion, what makes them such a fantastic match?
When I spoke with Tayshia, that's a woman right there. Tayshia is definitely a woman. I love Tayshia. Just her intelligence and having the conversations with her. And then JPJ is a spirit animal, I will say it, but the guy really does have so much intellect behind his hair. right? And those two individuals are equally yoked when it comes to intelligence, and I'm not talking about just IQ, but EQ as well. And so I'm just happy that they are connecting right now.
Yeah, it's really fun to watch. I'm definitely digging it. What was it like to see Hannah B when she stopped by to talk to Demi? Did it bring up any old feelings for you, or was it just really nice to see your friend?
No, it definitely brought up old feelings.
Okay, because I'm going to say your face did light up when you saw her.
No, yeah, you know, well, I think Dylan has the best facial remarks, but when Hannah came, it brought me back to when she let me go, and so I just wanted to talk to her about that, but I didn't have the time, you know, at that point to talk to her about it. I think that, you know, she was there for Demi, that's her best friend, and so I'm glad that she had her back, you know, and that she was there for her, and I have gotten my closure with Hannah, so I'm happy.
But in the moment, was there a little bit of you that was disappointed that she wasn't there to stay in paradise and that you weren't going to get a second shot at dating?
No, that would have been too wild. That would have been like, bro, we got to put a pause on this.
Okay.
That's just too much.
All right, fair enough. Well, we also saw Dylan tell Hannah G that he's starting to fall in love with her last night. Were you worried that he was going to get hurt? And also, did it feel too fast to you that he was saying that to her?
So, great question. It took him longer than 20 minutes. And so I think that Dylan was very genuine when he told that to Hannah. And, you know, it's always, you always feel for someone that you really care about. You don't want them to get hurt, but at the same time, Dylan's a grown individual, and, you know, if he gets hurt, that's a part of life. And I don't mean to be harsh, but like I have said, he's going to grow through this situation as well as everyone else from this show.
Yeah. I mean, I like that little dig that you just made at Luke P about saying I love you after 20 minutes, but can you explain to us, like what is it about Paradise that makes you able to feel these things for people so quickly?
That's a great question. So people have to know, we're there all day. I'm talking about like 15 to 20 hours of being in constant, you know, communication with that individual. And so what you can do in 2 months on Paradise is like 2 years back home.
Right.
People don't realize that. There isn't no one talking about, hey, the NFL preseason is out, the Cowboys beat the Rams. We did. And there isn't no cell phones or going on anything like that. It's like, hey, I'm trying to build a relationship with you. I have no outside distractions. It's just you and I here.
Right.
And so let's talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. Let's talk about, can I brush my teeth while you're on the toilet? You know, let's talk about everything. Let's talk about, how do you feel if I send you freaky texts in the morning?
Yeah, I guess it is like an expedited process because, as you said, there's nothing else to do, is there? Yeah. Well, Mike, thank you so much for joining us to talk all things Bachelor in Paradise. Last night's episode was amazing. I cannot wait for tonight's episode. Thank you for being so generous with your time. And we'll chat to you again very soon. I am Lyndsey Rodrigues, everyone, and you are watching Reality Check. That is all we have time for today, but I want to say a big thank you to Caesar and Sky from Black Ink Crew New York, and of course Mike Johnson from Bachelor in Paradise for joining us today. Make sure you're following @People on Twitter to watch the newest Reality Check episode that streams Monday through Thursday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Now today I'm going to leave you with a very catchy reality history moment from Bad Girls Club. I am Lyndsey Rodrigues, and I will check you tomorrow. Bye.
It's so nasty in this house.
In this 2008 episode of Bad Girls Club, Tanisha wakes up exhausted and just a little bit cranky because her housemates had kept her up the previous night with their loud and messy partying.
Start all of ya! Get up! Get the hell up! Get up!
So Tanisha decides to give them a dose of their own medicine by becoming a human alarm clock.
I'll buy back! I'll buy back! I'll buy back! Get the up!
Not only does she succeed in waking up the entire house, she also manages to freestyle a pretty catchy tune.
I didn't get no sleep because of y'all. Y'all not gonna get no sleep because of me.
Tanisha's early morning freakout is definitely one of the great moments in reality history, but it's just too bad we never got to see her have a word with whoever painted that hallway.
I got a problem with all of y'all.